At Giza, there are huge, massive underground areas, and we know that the SAR data, the synthetic aperture radar data that was taken by Filippo Biondi's team, it used something called a 10 gigahertz band to hit the Earth and create a different type of Doppler. So it's not the standard ground penetrating radar technology. That's why everyone kind of tried to dismiss it right away, because ground penetrating radar can't go down miles beneath solid rock. But what he did, he modified the technology to pick up minute vibrations and earth movements underneath the ground. And those minute vibrations, tectonic movements and everything else, they create data. Those vibrations, data were sent then to a computer. The computer then renders an image as to what's empty space and what's full space and gives you an image of what's down there. So in my book, Compendium of the Emerald Tablets, which I wrote 5.5 years ago, it's been a bestseller on Amazon for 5.5 years. I think I've been #1, and I flip-flop between #1 and 2 with Graham Hancock's book in the same category. On page 34, I talk about the halls of Amenti that the ancient Kemetic god Thoth said he claimed to have built underneath the Great Pyramids. And the structure, I say, is super massive, and it goes on for miles beneath the plateau. And I have a rendering of an artist rendering of what it might look like with huge columns going down 5.5 years ago. So I was already ahead of history. And then I have a quote from Herodotus, from the great Greeks in there, who talked about the fact that when he had visited at the time, he had a chance to be taken down just to see what was beneath there. That space underneath Giza is so massive that you can fit several Burj Khalifs down there.
Jeez.
Can you imagine? I've been to the top of the Burj Khalifa. When you look over from the top, the other skyscrapers look like ants, right? It's crazy how tiny they look like little tiny ants. Can you imagine going to a construction company and developer and saying, hey, I need to put about 8 of these underneath this bedrock? And they're going to look at you and they're going to laugh. And they say, well, you have $100 trillion in 25 or 30 years and invest in some new tech that we can utilize to build this, because we don't have it right now.